at Firsties. Today is Wednesday, April the 15th. I had a really good time watching your Flipgrid videos yesterday, and I thought you did a fabulous job demonstrating your understanding of our new vocabulary words. Be sure to follow the vocabulary link each day. There will be 2 new words for you to choose from. Let's go over our agenda items for today. On today's agenda, we have live classes at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. I have an extra reading source available to you that is a magazine from Time for Kids. Their feature article in this issue is A Better Burger. They're growing hamburger in a lab. I'm sure you're curious to find out how. Next, you have a vocabulary activity the same as yesterday's, but with 2 new different vocabulary words. I would like to talk about the definitions from yesterday's words. When we hear Gretch deciding what she wants to eat today, she mentions eating a plump pig.
Yes, yes, piggy pie. I can taste those plump, juicy pink piggies right now.
When Gretch refers to a plump, pink, juicy piggy, she is referring to the shape of the pig. Pigs have a full, rounded shape. That's why they're plump. They're round. When we're reading a book about a hungry witch and she's talking about food and what she will eat, when we hear the word delicious, we know that she means she's looking for something highly pleasant to taste. What do you think is pleasant to taste? This weekend, Mrs. McGinnis ate a lot of egg-shaped Reese cups. They were very delicious and pleasant to taste. Today, you will have 2 new vocabulary words on your vocabulary slide. Choose one, send me a video, a picture, or a writing demonstrating your understanding of the vocabulary word.
I have a delicious plump strawberry pie. In the story, Grinch said, "Why don't you come home with me for lunch?" This means that she wants to eat him for lunch. I know because she shows a pic of a wolf sandwich. In the story, Grinch says, "Come for lunch." I know she is not going to eat the wolf because it shows pictures and she is hungry. In the story, Gritz says, "Why don't you come home for lunch with me to eat that?" I think Grinch means she wants to eat the wolf. Wolf said, "I am only skin and bones." Gritz pinched his arm and said, "Not quite." She says she is a good cook and Grinch enjoys wolf. In the story, Grinch said, "Why don't you come home with me for lunch. This means that she wants to eat him for lunch. I know this because she shows a picture of a wolf sandwich.
Okay, now.
In the story, the witch said, "Why don't you come home with me for lunch?" The witch meant that she wanted to eat the wolf. The witch wanted the wolf to have a picnic lunch with her.
We will continue with our spelling pattern, TCH. This week, you do not need to write the words. This week, we are going to practice reading the words. Multiple words with that pattern. We know that if we know that TCH says ch, then we can read wa-ach, ma-ach, and many other words. The same goes for our pattern DGE. Once you know that the three letters DGE say ja, then you know you can read larger words like budge and fudge. We will practice reading these each day at our live sessions. You'll be a pro at our sight words by the end of the week. Walk, thank, and think. Be sure to submit all your work when it's finished on Blooms. Now, let's listen again to the story, Piggy Pie.
Written by Margie Palatini, illustrated by Howard Fine.
Gritch the witch woke up grouchy, grumpy, and very hungry. Her belly grumbled for something delicious, something delightful, something special. But what? It wasn't purple mousetail stew. No, she ate that yesterday for lunch. Maybe some mashed dragon tongue pudding. No, Gritch wasn't in the mood for anything quite that sweet. Perhaps a taste of boiled black buzzard feet. That always made her mouth water. No, not today. Today, Gritch wanted something truly tasty, something really yummy, something special. And that could only mean Piggy Pie.
Yes, yes, Piggy Pie. I can taste those plump, juicy pink piggies right now,
Gritch said, smacking her lips. She hurried to the pantry and pulled down her old hag cookbook from the top shelf. She picked off a spider, blew off the dust, and turned to the secret recipe on page 342. Gritch ran her bony finger with a long green nail down the list of ingredients. 1 eye of a fly. She checked the pantry shelves.
No problem,
said Gritch. 2 shakes of a rattlesnake's rattle.
No problem,
said Gritch. 3 belly hairs of a possum.
No problem,
said Gritch. 8 plump piggies.
Problem,
screeched Gritch.
I don't have any piggies. How can I make piggy pie without even one puny pink pig?
Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She paced the floor. She wanted piggy pie. She wanted piggy pie very much. She said, tapping the lucky wart on her chin.
Now where would I find 8 plump pigs?
Gritch thought, and thought, and thought.
Aha!
She shouted with a jump.
The circus! Yes,
She thought harder.
Aha!
She shouted with a jump.
The zoo! Yes, yes, the zoo! The zoo? No, no, not the zoo! You don't find pigs in the zoo!
She thought much harder.
The farm? Yes, yes, the farm! You find pigs on the farm!
There still was just one teeny tiny little problem. Where to find a farm?
Where else?
Gritch let her bony fingers do the walking and opened the yellow pages to F, where she found a very large ad. This was it! Old MacDonald's Farm. Call E-I-E-I-O. Just over the river and through the woods, we have ducks, chickens, and piggies. Gritch put her broomstick in gear and headed over the river and through the woods to Old MacDonald's farm.
I've got you in my sights now, you little porkers!
She cackled as she circled overhead.
Surrender, piggies!
Can you see what the pigs are doing? They're putting on beaks and wings and all kinds of costumes. What do you think they're going to do next? Gritch zoomed in for a landing. She spit straw, fanned her still smoking tootsies, and lifted her goggles. There wasn't a pig in sight.
Where did they all go?
Gritch shouted to a duck.
Hey, duck! I said, where are all the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie.
The duck quack-quacked here. It quack-quacked there. Here it quacked, there it quacked, everywhere it quack-quacked.
No piggies. What do you mean, no piggies, you dizzy duck?
Gritch screeched into his bill.
I just saw a parcel of piggies down here not a minute ago. Hand over those hogs, you little quacker. No piggies.
Quacked the duck. Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened the duck with one of her most evil spells. The duck was not impressed. It wasn't even scared. It gave Gritch another quack and waddled away.
So who needs a dumb duck?
Gritch mumbled. Being careful where she stepped, Gritch wandered across the meadow.
Yoo-hoo!
She shouted.
Moo! You!
Gritch said to the cow.
Where are the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie.
The cow moo-mooed here. It moo-mooed there. Here it mooed, there it mooed, everywhere it moo-mooed. No piggies!
What do you mean, no piggies, you lumpy-looking cow?
Screamed Gritch.
I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie. Fork over that pork, you walking milk machine, or I'll curdle your cream.
No piggies, mooed the cow. Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened the cow with one of her most evil spells. The cow stared at Gritch, swatted a fly with its tail, and lumbered away.
Cows! Who needs 'em?
Gritch muttered. So she tried the barnyard, where she stopped a chicken in its tracks.
Okay, bird brain, where are the piggies? I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie.
The chicken clucked here. It clucked there. Here it clucked, there it clucked, everywhere it clucked. No piggies!
What do you mean, no piggies, you feathered drumstick?
Gritch screeched.
What's going on here? Where's the boss of this heap of hay?
The chicken flapped a wing toward Old MacDonald. Gritch looked him over once, twice.
You're Old MacDonald?
She said.
Don't look much like your picture, do you?
The farmer thumbed his suspenders and shrugged.
Look, Shorty, I've been quack-quacked here, moo-mooed there, and cluck-clucked everywhere all over this farm. I need 8 plump piggies for piggy pie. Where are the piggies?
The farmer looked here, he looked there. Here he looked, there he looked, everywhere he looked and looked. No piggies.
What do you mean, no piggies, you flea-bitten seed spreader? You must have piggies.
Gritch pulled her hair. She stomped her feet. She even threatened him with one of her most evil spells. No piggies. Her stomach growled. It grumbled. But there were no piggies. There would be no piggy pie. Now what was she going to eat? Psst! Psst! Psst!
Excuse me, little lady. Wolf's the name. Let me give you some advice. Forget about the pigs.
Forget about the pigs?
Said Gritch, eyeing the wolf. He nodded.
They're too tricky. Trust me. I've been chasing 3 little pigs for days.
He huffed and puffed.
I'm starving. Look at me. I'm nothing but skin and bones.
Gritch pinched his arm.
Well, not quite.
She grinned.
Mr. Wolf, I have the most wonderful idea. I was thinking, since you haven't eaten and I haven't eaten, why don't you come home with me for lunch? I'm a very good cook.
Why, that does sound tempting.
The wolf said as he looked at Gritch and smacked his lips.
Are you sure it wouldn't be a problem?
Problem?
Gritch grinned.
No problem at all,
She said as they walked off arm in arm.
I always enjoy having a wolf for lunch.
If you have any questions about your work today, I hope you enjoy the articles in the magazine Time for Kids, and I hope to see all of you in live class today. Have a good day.